airship tower. People can look into this. Airship tower, Coney Island, 1901. They were flying around in blimps the entire time. This is how they were getting around places. They were up in the air, flying in basically gigantic hot air balloons. And then when the airline started coming about in about the 1910, 1920s and that whole thing, then the blimps started going away. And they started to have the incidents, which was only one, which was the Hindenburg incident. But they had one incident and all the blimps went away. Why? So that they could charge you more on when you get onto the airplane. They could charge you for your suitcase. They can tell you to take off your shoes. They can tell you to undress and do all other kinds and scan you and radiate you and everything else. That's why. They wanted people to go through that system and not be able to fly around on blimps, which they had libraries, they had bars, they had dance halls, they had a whole thing up there. So imagine flying around on that experience. And you could fly anywhere. You could go anywhere in the world on a blimp.
America is Egypt, bro. You wouldn't believe where this woman prison is at. It's in Illinois, Joliet, Illinois. What type of building? This look like something out of the old ancient civilization of India or something. Go check out I Am Probably a Dreamer to hear the original audio. But these are the buildings that were there before and what are there now. This is how they did it. This is how they did it. And a lot of people think, like, how did they reset the memory? How did they destroy all this and perverse history to get us to not even question what happened or where did these buildings go? And somebody said it was the MIB flash, and they flashed this and zapped our memory. But there's somebody under that said, I was checking out John Levy channel. Y'all go check them out on YouTube, John Levy and Lucas. They go crazy on these type of old Tartaria videos. And he was saying, bro, with knowledge, education system, the medicine, poisoning the food, bro, this is how you do it. Look, like, what is going on, bro? Why did they destroy these old St. Louis? All these beautiful, majestic castles, all these buildings, they don't even build like this today. Even when you look at the buildings in New York, Philadelphia, they don't even build like that today. These folks leave construction in the street for 4 years. They leave construction in the street for 4 years. So you think they was building these buildings in 10, 20, 30 years, bro? It's impossible. They knocked them down. Like, look at Alcatraz. You can't tell me that ain't a castle that ain't been chopped down. And we talked about that. We talked about that with the Queen Khalifa and the Khalifa tribe. This San Quentin right here in California. Like, the remnants of these buildings. What happened to the 1906 fire earthquake? This ain't, you would think it would rumble some old buildings, right? All them earthquakes. Funny how they said we had an earthquake in 1906 in the Bay Area and they never had an earthquake that big. So you telling me that was just a rare coincidence 120 years ago. Then you see the footage and the video, it's all black and white. Yo, whenever you see them old world pics, right? I'm about to show y'all something. These are some pics from the old World Fair that happened in San Francisco in the early 1890s. And I'm starting to think whenever you see this white background, it's possibly could be some Photoshop things going on. But that's just a quick conspiracy. His name is actually, I think it's Lucius Aurelian, or Lucius Aurelian. I said Lucas earlier, but I was just going off the top of my head. Y'all need to go check out his channel. He had pointed something out about these buildings that were built on the skyline, bro. These, like I said, these people leave construction on the street for 4 years, bro. And they'll just leave that shit there and we gotta drive around it. It's traffic. They doing all this shit right in every city. They don't build like this today. You telling me in 30 years, just a little 30 years, that's not long, that's quick, bro. 30 years, they built the Brooklyn State, the Empire State Building. They built all them buildings on that skyline in 30 years. That's cap, bro. Just another picture with the white background. My bad about the fire truck passing by. We in Babylon. But I see them resetting our memory and them getting us to go with this system, bro, was to give up our sovereignty. We be thinking like industrial revolution. They made us start working jobs and paying bills. They stripped our ownership. They fought with the people that resisted. They gave benefits to the people that wanted to gain something in this new world, but it wasn't enough people fighting to keep their world. And if our ancestors knew this, I'm probably pretty sure they wouldn't have gave this shit up to these totalitarian Luciferians, bro. It only take one person amongst any group to shooting back that message to the elites, you feel me? If y'all be watching animes, y'all know it's always like a person that's around that can answer back to the government. You feel me? Like, it's always somebody around that can give those words. So they don't even need to do that now. They just watch you and listen to your phones. But it's crazy, bro. We wouldn't even think that this building used to be here, bro. But this the type of power they got, bro, when they created this whole simulation. Hey, even when you be seeing videos of how New York started and pictures of how New York started, it make it seem like, oh, it was grass huts. And then it just grew up to all these big skyscrapers in 100 years, bro. My question is, y'all must have been knocking them out, huh? Like John Levy say, y'all, that's just a sad display. That's just a sad display. Because y'all was riding horses and transferring mail on horses and buggies. How you was building the skyscrapers, but your mail transportation system was with horses and buggies. Like, I might make a whole separate video on that, but like, y'all was riding horses, but this is your mail, this is the post office. Like, that don't even make sense. Your building is more extravagant than your whole civilization. The way y'all living, y'all on the ground. And y'all think this planet didn't have an invasion, okay.
Mountains, forests, and plains. Oceans, rivers, and lakes. Land and water. Mankind was given dominion over the earth. But we are not alone. And we are not as in control as we would like to think we are. Through our fall, another kingdom has risen. Have you ever wondered why America's most revered pagan occult monuments all have a body of water either right in front of them or surrounding them? The Marine Kingdom.
Bohemian Grove's Moloch idol stands in front of a shimmering lake. Rockefeller Center's Prometheus idol is placed in the midst of a large water fountain right in front of an ice rink.
They gathered the priests, wizards, and mystics from every corner of the empire.
The Washington Monument is an Egyptian-style phallic obelisk which represents Osiris. It stands erect behind a massive reflecting pool of water. And last but not least, Lady Liberty.
The great whore that sitteth upon many waters, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication.
Lady Liberty.
Having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication.
Lady Liberty.
Mystery. Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth.
There's the Colosseum, the Sistine Chapel, and then there's the Trevi Fountain, a Roman icon. In so many movies, it's practically a movie star.
3 coins in the fountain.
With its own box office gold. The reason? Every day, tourists from around the world crowd around to toss a coin. Katie and Megan are from St. Louis.
I hear you're supposed to find love if you throw it over your right shoulder.
That's only part of it. Throw the first coin and you'll return to Rome. A second coin and you'll find love.
Idolatry.
And a third, marriage. All those wishes and loose change add up. Today, officials announced that just last year they took in $1.5 million.
Prayers to water demons.
Loose change to you and me. One big donation to the Catholic charity Caritas.
Demons.
3 coins in the fountain.
The ancient Canaanites are also known as the Phoenicians. They were a seafaring people, renowned for their advanced knowledge of sailing and navigation. They are also known for developing the oldest